Andy Vernon, Mo Farah, and Dealing get spanked week in, week out. It's just not enjoyable. You don't like it.
Sure.
So I think it's best for, a couple of years maybe to get a feel for the senior age group. I might do the trial next year, I might be in really good shape and take to make the team next year. So I might do it next year. But, the inter-county's going to be around for years,
Yeah.
I intend to stay running for a long time. So I've got years and years ahead of me to go to stuff and try and make stuff like the World Cross and bits and pieces like that. It's not something I need to do right away.
Good, good. We've touched upon, like I say, obviously highly successful campaign, and behind every good athlete there's essentially a good coach, and that's something I just want to touch upon now. Is the intriguing part about your relationship is actually your coach Steve Sharp, also Belgrave Harrier. He actually, he's an active and current one of the top endurance runners that we have in Britain. Do you want to just talk about how that works, and the fact that, for most coaches, not being funny, they're normally a lot older than the athletes, been there, done that, stand at the side, mainly giving the advice and things like that, but he's actually there with you on training runs, during the interval sessions, even racing in the same team and in the same events as you. Do you want to just talk about how that relationship works so successfully, it seems?
Well, I've been training with Steve for probably almost 4 years now, and since then, we've always worked well together. It never feels like a race in training, and we always have to take reps out. We alternate on reps, and sometimes Steve now coaches Phil Nichols, and Phil Nichols jumps in with us now as well. And I don't know, we just work well together. Like there's been the odd occasion where he gives me a telling off because I want to go fast in training, and he says, you've got to work at the right energy system, and it's better to finish a session feeling comfortable. But we work well together, and he just keeps me in line, and he doesn't work me too hard as well. He likes me to be fresh and not overtraining, and not doing too much miles. But I don't know how it works. We just do it. We just get on with it. It's nothing. We don't think about it anymore. We just go out to the track, warm up, do our session, go home, and then review the session when we get back. It's not a complicated thing.
Good. So then, obviously, like I say, long may it continue given the success over recent events. So that puts the curtail on obviously the winter season again. But as we touched on now, you're currently out in Villamora. It's actually your final day. You're due to go home tomorrow. It's obviously preparation for the summer. So what's Nick Goolab going to be targeting this summer then? What are the sort of aspirations and things you're looking to get out of it?
Some people have been hassling me to do a 5k on the track.
Okay.
And I will be doing one, and I'll be just the one. It's going to be the 5k at Bucks. That's when I'm going to open my track season.
Okay.
Hopefully get through the heat and make the final. And then after that, Steve's going to continue to work on my speed, bring my 8, 15 and 3k times down, and keep developing on them for 2 years before I probably step up to 5k training. Because you think, the quicker you run at the shorter distances, the more develop your speed, the better you'll do over the longer distances.
Sure.
So spend a couple of years developing my speed. This year in particular, running in the BMCs and trying to get some quick times. Probably do the under 23 3As.
Okay. And have you had any idea what distance? Like I said, is it perhaps going to be another 15 you're looking at there?
Yeah, it'll probably be the 15 there. Just learn to race tactically. Do some British leagues as well. I want to do the first British league, so I know that's a 3k.
Okay.
And that's normally a good tactical race. So that would be good as well. But you'll see me doing 8, 15 to the 3Ks. No, unfortunately just the 1 5.
I was going to just touch on that, like I say, again, it's just perhaps this long-term athlete development that yourself and Steve are sort of taking. Most people would think, he's a highly successful cross-country runner. Next logical step, surely you should be running 5Ks on the track, but you sort of, like I say, I suppose you just want to get the most out of your speed before you sort of moving up a distance. Is that your thinking?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's you don't want to lose your speed because you see guys, out in major champs burning up 52 last lap. Difficult thing to run with. So you need as much speed as possible, and the only way you're going to do that is to work on your speed and you work on your lactic tolerance. And a good way to do that is to run 8, 15s and 3Ks. So that's what we're going to do. And then as my mileage increases as well during the winter over the next few years, and I become stronger. Well, hopefully that's the plan anyway.
Sure.
And that's when I'll start moving up to 5Ks.
Good. Right, okay. That about wraps us up here. Thanks very much for your time, Nick. Obviously, like I say, I think it's been a great interview, catching insight on obviously one of our most up-and-coming juniors and just gaining that perspective of not rushing into the senior ranks. You're keen to make an impact, but like I say, we're still looking at that bigger picture, and hopefully a lot of athletes can take heart from that. So thanks very much for your time, Nick.
You're welcome, no worries.
I know you're off to finish off your training now, so it's very much appreciated. So see you soon, mate.